I'm on one. Got some couple steady. When you win the game, you gotta stay ready. Get on one. Never be petty. Slick the sucker chip off the muscle for the petty. I'm on one. Got some couple steady. When you win the game, man, you gotta stay ready. Get on one. Never be petty. Slick the sucker chip off the muscle for the petty. Get on gang. Get on gang. Get on gang. What you saying?
Going gas, 93 unleaded. You really getting money, nigga. Shut up and just bet it. Can't trust these.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
We can show you guys NBA 2K24 gameplay, man. 5K likes, and I will break it down even further. But first, we gotta cut.
The bags from NBA 2K20 are back in NBA 2K24. Momentum spamming is back in NBA 2K24. The LeBron step back is back in NBA 2K24. There's a new badge called Bulldozer, and it's kind of insane, but it can only be used by tall guards, and it goes off your strength rating. My small guards get a badge called Blowby that does the exact same thing, except you don't need strength because it goes off your speed and acceleration ratings instead. Walkbacks are back in NBA 2K24, and they look even faster than before. Stop and go speed boosting to the same side is back in NBA 2K24. However, this year the speed of the speed boost varies depending on which animations you have equipped. If you think 6'8" builds are gonna be too tall and too slow to be viable this year, you are 100% wrong. And finally, this is how long you can spam dribble moves before you lose your entire stamina bar. You just learned 10 things about NBA 2K24's gameplay in less than a minute. Imagine how much you'll learn if you watch the whole video. Drop a like in the next 5 seconds or your opponent will hit you with this move for game, your first part game on NBA 2K24. I wouldn't risk it. Yo, I'm not tripping. In real life, this is a travel, right? Let me know in the topics in order of most importance. So the first topic we're going to talk about are the changes to adrenaline. Adrenaline does not work the same way it did in 2K23 at all. In NBA 2K23, every time you speed boosted, you lost an adrenaline bar. This year, you never lose an adrenaline bar for speed boosting. You can literally speed boost the entire shot clock away, and the only thing you'll lose out on is your stamina. Instead, on offense, you mainly lose adrenaline bars when the defender gets a bump animation on you. So I'm not gonna lie, if you're nice with it on the sticks and you're not getting clamped over and over again, I'd say most offensive possessions, you won't run out of adrenaline. But if you do happen to run out of adrenaline, once again, it's not like last year. On 2K23, once you lost all of your adrenaline bars, your player would start moving like he was a grandpa having an asthma attack. This year, the only thing that happens when you lose adrenaline on offense is your green window shrinks substantially. So even if you eventually get open for a split second, if you were getting boxed the whole possession and lost all your adrenaline meters, you're most likely going to miss. Now, there is one more way to lose your adrenaline on offense, and that's by using what the devs like to call a get open move. This right here is a get open move, and you do this move by tapping RT on Xbox or tapping R2 on PlayStation, and you can spam it anytime you want till your heart's content. And not gonna lie, I'm actually a little worried about this move because it does give you a substantial speed boost, especially if you're on a taller build. And on top of that, you can use it in a half-court setting, which means if you let someone get a single step ahead of you and they use this move, they're already gone and dunking on your center. It's over. I'll get into that more when we talk about dribbling, but 2 things you need to know about this move. The first thing is you don't lose adrenaline for using this move full court. You only lose adrenaline for using it while in a half-court setting. So that means you can use it to get up the court quickly with no penalty, but if you use it in the half-court, you do get slightly punished by losing an adrenaline bar, which you should, because in my opinion, I think this move is gonna be broken, especially if you can do the basic spin back out of it once this move is done channeling, then it'll be ridiculously OP. And the second thing you need to know is do not be reckless while using this move. It might be an overpowered way to get to the basket, but if you plan on spamming it, make sure there's no defenders nearby, because if a defender is anywhere near the ball when you use this move, it is an automatic turnover. And the last last thing I want to mention about offensive adrenaline, my post scores out there, y'all are gonna be OP again. Because no matter what you do in the post, you will never lose an adrenaline bar. I wish I was exaggerating. I tried fades, drop steps, holding RT to bully ball in the paint. Post scores literally never lose adrenaline, which means they will never lose any percentage on their shot making percentages. Does that sound right to you? Because I personally think this needs to be changed. My reasoning for that is if guards can get boxed and lose adrenaline bars, which in turn affects their shooting, then post scorers need to lose adrenaline bars every couple seconds their back is facing the basket. Because if not, we're in for another post score 1v1 court meta, and that's not fun for anybody. Now that's everything you need to know about offensive adrenaline, but most important. So the first topic we're going to talk about are the changes to adrenaline. Adrenaline does not work the same way it did in 2K23 at all. In NBA 2K23, every time you speed boosted, you lost an adrenaline bar. This year, you never lose an adrenaline bar for speed boosting. You can literally speed boost the entire shot clock away, and the only thing you'll lose out on is your stamina. Instead, on offense, you mainly lose adrenaline bars when the defender gets a bump animation on you. So I'm not gonna lie, if you're nice with it on the sticks and you're not getting clamped over and over again, I'd say most offensive possessions, you won't run out of adrenaline. But if you do happen to run out of adrenaline, once again, it's not like last year. On 2K23, once you lost all of your adrenaline bars, your player would start moving like he was a grandpa having an asthma attack. This year, the only thing that happens when you lose adrenaline on offense is your green window shrinks substantially. So even if you eventually get open for a split second, if you were getting boxed the whole possession and lost all your adrenaline meters, you're most likely going to miss. Now there is one more way to lose your adrenaline on offense, and that's by using what the devs like to call a get open move. This right here is a get open. You've all been asking, does strength actually matter? And the short answer to this question is yes, but not for the reasons you think. I'm sure you've all heard or been saying something like all the YouTubers that went to community day last year said bully was gonna be insane and that strength would matter, then strength didn't do anything. And you're 100% right, but this year strength does matter, but not because it'll affect the gameplay heavily. Strength matters this year because the rating is super important in this year's builder. Now I am limited on what I can say here because this is sort of approaching on builder news, which we're not allowed to talk about until September 1st, but I am allowed to repeat what has already been said on Twitter. So if you're planning on making a lockdown, a center, or a slasher build this year, you will 100% need strength. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you do not upgrade strength on your lockdown, slasher, or center build, you are at a massive disadvantage. And once again, it has nothing to do with gameplay. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Nobody that went to community day has any idea if strength will actually affect gameplay or not. And if they say they do, they are gassing it. The reason I'm saying strength matters this year is strictly because of the builder. So to recap, if you're making a lockdown, of adrenaline. On defense, you lose adrenaline anytime you go for a steal attempt or a block attempt. And unlike some offensive moves, you lose an adrenaline bar even if you're pressing full court. So yeah, if you reach or jump anywhere on the court, you lose an adrenaline bar on defense. Now, unlike last year, if you lose all 3 adrenaline bars on defense, you don't start moving like a turtle. Instead, all it does is significantly reduce your percentages of getting a steal, block, or quality contest. So yes, you'll still be able to rotate just as quick as you would have if you had all 3 adrenaline bars, but you'll be less effective at getting a stop once you get there. I personally love this change because it gives an effective reason for lockdowns not to be spamming X or square all possession, but it also doesn't limit the defense so much that if they do get greedy and reach 3 times, they're not just completely useless and out of the play. I personally think it's more realistic and it is a great change. Now the question...
Today we got official game play, and I'm going to go over bulldozer and all these OP finishing badges. But before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as liking up the video puts the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your noty game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so this is official 2K24 gameplay. Now we're only able to do play now, but you already know I'm going to take advantage of whatever I can when it comes to the badges. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to talk about with Giannis. Everybody knows about the bulldozer badge, precision handles, you name when it comes to the slashing, it's just OP. And as you're going to see the first animation here, I go up. Again, like I said, use the layup meter. You see bulldozer pops up. It's not really OP animation, this one, but you're going to see it. I always recommend using the layup meter, all right, with layup timing on initially starting, and then put layup timing on with layup meter off. So I've been practicing the whole time with layup meter on with the timing on, so when the game comes out, I can take the meter off and still have layup timing, because it's going to be extremely OP to use that animation. And there you have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is the bulldozer animation. No longer is it attached to just doing a layup. It is also clamp breaker and bully put together, and it's extremely OP. And what you're going to see from this animation is what that can do with the layup meter timing on with Fearless Finisher. You did see the elbow push right there with the combination of blow by, and people been saying all along, man, they were trolling, laughing, joking when I kept telling. I was like, listen, slashers are going to be really good. And then all people was like, yo, like, you have no shooting on your build. Listen, slashers are going to be really good. You don't even have to shoot. A lot of people are using that 23 mindset, really 20, 21, 22, and 23 mindset, because for a long time, you know, if you didn't have everybody on the team needed to shoot, that type of deal.
Okay, yeah, so y'all see what they talking about. Y'all see the new gameplay. Y'all see the new badges. Y'all see how the game is going to be overall. And in my opinion, I feel like this is 2K23 all over again, but with better animations due to pro play. Y'all seen how the Steph Curry SIGs, how the KD jumper, and all the different mechanics of the game are just a lot smoother. The dunk meters and everything. I feel like the finishing badges is going to be OP. It's going to be easier to shoot. So they pretty much just made the game a little bit easier for casual players. They added a few more animations. They extended the adrenaline for dribble heads. So 2K pretty much made the game fun for everybody this year. If you want to be able to shoot, you can do that. If you want to be able to slash, you can do that. If you want to be able to finish at the holes with the new badges, you can do that. Whatever your gameplay is. You're a dribble god, you're a slash god, you're a three-point shooter, fade shooter, cheesy like Steph or whatever. Even though they nerfed the fades, I feel like they're still going to be somewhat OP for guys that know their shot timing and just know how to fade. So I think a lot of things that the community has been complaining about was addressed in 2K24, and it'll be an overall better game. So I just feel like that's a W for the community right there. Also, what I'm seeing in this gameplay too is that, man, I was already pretty much playing like this last year. I had a two-way slasher, I had a pure slasher, I had a slashing playmaker, and so all the finishing badges with the bulldozer and all those things, I feel like it's just going to enhance more of what I already was doing, how I was cooking folks last year. So, but look at that. Look at Bron just score easy. You see that layup meter, how big that green window was? So that's what I'm saying. I think the game is just going to be easier. Whatever your style of play, you're going to be able to excel at that if you're good at the game. If you're a bot, then you're going to be a bot again this year. Sorry. Maybe you can get some pointers. Maybe you can get a little bit of help. Maybe you get a little bit better. But 2K is one of those games where you're either good at it or you're not. And the ones that's trying to get better at it, it's going to take you a while, just depending on your learning curve and what you know about basketball and just how you play the game overall. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a better game. Whether it's the same game, copy and paste, whatever you guys want to say, it's going to be a better game, man. You can bet that. So if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and pre-order your version of 2K24. Actually, depending on how many likes I get on this video, if I get over 100 likes on this video, hell, I even said 1,000. If I get 1,000 likes on this video, I say 100 to 1,000 likes on this video. If I do that, I'll be giving out a free version of NBA 2K24. So whoever want that free version, want that copy of the game, make sure you comment in the comment section, and I want you to post 2K24 in the comment section. Post 2K24 in the comment section, and I'll choose a winner at a later date. Probably be around September the 4th or something like that. And I'll get you guys that gameplay. I'll get you guys that copy of the game. I'll do that for my fans and my supporters. I appreciate y'all as always. Make sure y'all go ahead and like this and subscribe. Look at AD. Look at this little animation he do right here. He think he that guy. He need to play like that guy this year. Any of my Lakers fans, give me a like and a comment. You know what we doing this year. We going for a chip. Man, I think the finishing is going to be OP. I think the shooting is going to be a lot easier. A lot of these dribble animations just look so clean and crisp, man, when you just watching the gameplay. it's a lot going on, man. But stay tuned, stay locked into the channel. The more I get more news and updates, I will update you guys. We're going live. Tomorrow they dropping the news for the builder. Tomorrow, I think, no, it's either September the 1st. I think it's either tomorrow or September the 1st that they're dropping the news for the builder. But as of right now, there's a lot of information out there that you guys need to try to obtain so that when the game comes out, you already pretty much know what you want to do. And for you guys that don't really know what you want to do, I'm going live September the 8th when the game drops, and I'm going to be in the builder showing you guys how I break the builder every year. How I make one of the most OP builds every year, no matter what you want to do. Shooter, defense, big man, wing player, small forward, PG, which is my specialty position. So all my PGs out there was good, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me a like for that. Hey, man, we going crazy this year like we do every year. 2K24 ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. I appreciate you coming to the channel, showing you love. In the comment sections, man, I greatly appreciate all of that, man. 2K24 is going to be a great year, and I'll see you guys out there. Peace. I'm out.
Outside for Irving. He drops it from range. Phoenix had a 2-0 lead over the Bucks, but Giannis then decided to take over. And still, I think that taste of the finals was great for Devin Booker and the Suns. And the shot goes. Starting. Irving fires from way outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Ayton has got the ball here for Phoenix. 3-point lead for three. Booker gets the 3 ball to go. Booker's got 7 of it. Coming off a Suns make. And stolen by Booker. It's a one-on-one situation. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for him. You can't help. Pass to Doncic. Clock at 6. Shoots over Beal. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by McGee.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
So right here, I wanted to jump in and take a look at Devin Booker's badges. He's got 46 badges, and you guys can pause the video and just take a look at what his badges do. But yeah, man, this guy can shoot from anywhere, and it just feels incredible. So if you're looking to make a nice shooter, consider Devin Booker's build and look at the badges he's using. Try to get those badges for your My Player.